I wanted to address the issue of outdoor ukuleles, so I thought I would take a few moments to do that. A few years ago, a company crowdfunded to make this instrument possible. Made out of, I believe, black polycarbonate, and it worked, and it actually came to fruition. It was a crowdfunded device that actually came into the real world. Here's what it sounds like. No, it totally worked. There were some issues though. People didn't like really two things about it. First of all, was this square neck. So as I turn it, you see these really sharp edges. And to be honest, those do hurt you after a while. I did stick some fake side dots on to help me out with that. And then the other issue was the frets are really high. Not, so I'm not talking like the action of the strings, which is how high the strings are from the fretboard, but the actual frets themselves. So when you play something, if you press too hard, here's the C string, pressing down a little bit, press a lot, goes significantly sharp. So those two issues really drove people crazy. And then the early models just had a black plastic peg actually working like a real friction tuner. And they upgraded those in the production run, and a lot of people upgraded those. I would still like to upgrade these to another type of tuner, maybe the Goto Universal UPTs is what they call them. So it's a geared tuner that looks like a friction tuner. But it worked. It worked, and it did what it said it would do. It was a ukulele that could go anywhere, survive almost any condition, and be fine. But those issues made people unhappy. So the company went to the drawing board. And I believe they looked at some other ukuleles and did some studies, and they came up with this. Now, incidentally, the black one and this one were gifted to me, and I'm very, very thankful for both of them. I was going to buy a black one, and the person offered to send me theirs since they weren't using it. And I just wanted one. Oh, and then the other, just to show you that the original model had the tie bridge where you just tie a knot or a double knot and you slip in the string. It makes it real easy to do string changes. Sound holes are about the same. The body shape, it's a little thinner. The new one's a little thinner than the original. So it's a little bit less reverbery, but everything else has changed. Look, even the height of the instrument, the shoulder here, and of course look at the change in the neck, the tuners, and the size of the frets. So they pretty much adjusted everything that people had problems with. And here's what the new one sounds like. Now, you'll get some people that will complain about outdoor ukulele, and when they're complaining, they're talking about this old model that you can't buy anymore unless you buy it secondhand, or you have a rare dealer like my actual dealer who bought a few of these that still has them in stock. Otherwise, you can't find them. Now, selling price, about $100. Selling price for a soprano, about $100. The other thing that I thought was really cool is if you look at the strings, at the design here, you can see through the bottle brown and you can see the bracing underneath. Look at the fretboard. And do you see the strings here? Okay, these are worse strings than this one. The bracing lines up perfectly with the line of the strings. That's an incredible attention to detail, which is so cool. And of course, they use standard tuners, although you can even get a tuner upgrade beyond this. You can get a pickup into them or a double pickup, and you can even get strap buttons installed. And I would suggest having that done if you're going to order it at the time. Occasionally, they'll come out with different colors. So and it's very comfortable to play, and the action is perfect on this. So unlike some other plastic ukuleles where there's a lot of discussion about how you can adjust the action, which you can't. These are not adjustable for string action. Neither was the original. You can see that saddle is permanently at its position. Same with this. But even then, the action wasn't the issue with the outdoor tenor or outdoor soprano first version. It was those other issues. So the action is perfect for an instrument that you can take literally anywhere. You can get it wet. Now, if you do get it wet, you do have to remember that you have metal tuners that can rust. They're not stainless steel. So keep that in mind, that you might have to treat them or spray them down with something after getting it wet. But it's a wonderful, wonderful little uke that you can leave anywhere. And basically, short of literally trying to break it or driving it over with your car, is going to be relatively indestructible. It literally, this instrument can outlive you. Literally. Your kids might get it someday. Now, the other thing that Outdoor Ukulele has is a tenor version. This is a tenor version. It looks exactly the same as the soprano version, except it's bigger. It has the same features, same bracing on the inside. The difference, same, shape of neck, ultimately. Same tuners, same exact tuners. You can buy the upgrades, you can buy pickups, you can whatever. The difference is the amount of surface area gives you a much more resonant instrument. Now, they're both resonant in their own way, but not like a wood ukulele. But then again, you're not trying to buy a ukulele when you have one of these. And here's what this one sounds like. And this is the one that I take with me camping. Now, Outdoor Ukulele has changed the people that do the injection molding, but I believe they use the same injection molds that they had before, so the instruments are basically the same. Anything that's different, either they've changed the colors occasionally, like the moonshine is a different color than this now, a little more see-through. My students always ask me if this glows in the dark. It doesn't, unfortunately. You could put a glow stick in it, which I've done, and that's kind of a cool thing. But otherwise, different colors. The only thing that's different are the stickers that go on the inside. This one has the, if you look, it's the bear and the jackalope fighting with ukuleles, it looks like. And this one has this kind of weird hunting turkey in it that they don't do anymore. And then, of course, the headstock. This is what the original headstock looked like. This is what the new headstock looks like. Other than that, it's literally the same instrument that's coming out. It's two pieces. They glue it together with a special epoxy, and you're good to go. So, I did want to really address this because every now and then on the forums we see people talking about outdoor ukulele and they're about how they had a square neck and they were uncomfortable to play. And well, they did, but it was a long time ago. Now, at this point, this is the instrument that you'd buy with the tenor, starting at $150 or so. This is the price. This is what you get for $100, coming and going up for whatever features you add to. So, really, if you're looking for an instrument that can go anywhere, you can leave it in your car, you can take it camping, you can take it in the water. There's pictures of people using these as paddles for canoes. This is the instrument that you can do that with. Again, be smart if they get wet about the tuners. Other than that, you have really nothing to worry about. So, Outdoor Ukulele.